Cheerio. As human beings, don't we enjoy enjoyment? This is Five Golden Things, the Liberty Lists, a podcast of whimsy from Liberty Church Collingswood and libertycollingswood.org. Everybody, welcome to Five Golden Things, the Liberty Lists. You don't recognize me, but I'm still Jim. And by the time you see this video, I'll still be alive. But we are having a very special video edition of this podcast. The vodcast today is top 5-ish trick-or-treat Halloween events and stories. I am with my friends, Courtney and Yvonne. How are you? If that is who you are.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe not.
We shall see how this goes. So it's going to be pretty much our standard countdown type situation. We will ask Courtney and Yvonne each for 3. So technically this will be 6 golden things, but it just doesn't ring in the same way that 5 golden things does. But highs and lows of Halloween, we are going to get right to it. Courtney, to start, do you have a trick or a treat?
I have a treat to start.
Okay, very good. Tell us more.
So my top Halloween memory is the Halloween I met Ben.
Oh!
We actually met at a Halloween party.
Okay.
Technically met. We were briefly introduced in church in passing, but I don't think that counts.
Right.
So he was throwing a Halloween party at his house, and it was really far out in the burbs, and I threw a big fit about driving to said burbs of Portland, Oregon.
It's like going to Cherry Hill.
Yeah, so far.
Yep.
And I had been hiking all day with friends, and they're like, we're going to this party, get in the car.
Yep.
So I dug through the basement for a last-minute Halloween costume.
Okay.
I ended up being a unicorn, just kind of my thing. And I drive all the way out to the suburbs and get to Ben's house, and he's dressed up as a giant baby. Like a big baby bonnet and bib, like the whole 9 yards. And so I briefly started dating his friend instead.
You don't want to date the big baby. Let's be serious.
Dressed as a king in his defense. That didn't last long, and Ben and I remained friends after that.
Okay.
And then that's how we met and eventually started dating, and here I am.
That's very nice. The weird thing, though, is that Ben dressed as a baby for your wedding. I've seen pictures, and I thought it was just going to be for the reception, but he wore it for the ceremony also.
Yeah.
It was very odd.
Yeah.
What were you dressed as that night?
I was a unicorn.
So you're the unicorn. You already said that. All right. So thank you very much. That was number 3, and then we will go. Yvonne, do you have a trick or a treat for us?
I have a trick.
Oh, okay. I like it.
So when
Did you also meet Ben dressed as a baby?
No.
Okay.
No, I did not.
That would be weird.
That would be weird.
Something about the birds. I'll let you talk now.
So one Halloween, this was 1991. So I was about 7 years old.
Okay. I was about the same age then.
I lived in Texas, and there was not quite a snowstorm. There were about 3 inches of snow on the ground at Halloween.
Okay.
And my brother and I, my brother's about 2 years older, insisted we were going trick-or-treating.
Okay.
Didn't matter, we were going. And of course, at that time, you could just go trick-or-treating as a 7-year-old and nobody would stop you.
I've heard stories of such things.
And we attempted that. It did not last very long. I think we got to the end of the driveway, which was not shoveled. And I was dressed as a ghost. Okay. So I had a sheet.
Right.
And underwear.
Ooh.
That was it.
Yeah.
So I was freezing.
Okay.
And I probably started crying and ran back inside, and we didn't go trick-or-treating.
Oh, no!
So that is an unfortunate trick by Mother Nature.
Have you ever dressed as a ghost before? Or after that, I mean?
I would say after that, no, I have not.
Okay, so that was the...
that was the first and last time I dressed as a ghost.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm sorry.
Thanks.
All right. Very good. Courtney, trick or treat. What do we got?
Trick. So my lowest Halloween thus far was last year.
Oh no.
Because it was
Okay.
my first Halloween after moving out here, and I was
Right.
all excited to be on the East Coast and to do something different. We had tickets to the penitentiary, which I was really
Oh, yeah,
excited
right.
for. And my dad's birthday is the week before Halloween, and so we had flown to California to surprise him.
Mm-hmm.
And turns out I was the only person out of 15 that got COVID.
No.
And so
Oh,
our
no.
Palm Springs vacation turned into a 10-day plus COVID quarantine.
Oh.
And we had renters coming into the house, so we ended up walking 1.5 miles with all of our luggage to the closest hotel because we couldn't get in an Uber to stay in some hotel for a few days at the end of the quarantine. So I spent Halloween on a hotel couch watching the Addams Family,
Oh,
being
no.
sick and sad.
It was very sad.
Halloween on a hotel couch sounds like a surf rock, kind of guitar-driven surf rock song.
Yeah. It was fitting because Palm Springs in the winter, it's still 90 in October, so nothing about it felt right. It was just it's horrible.
When I talked about with Pat, our digital ministry director, with good stories or lowlights, I wasn't anticipating that the lowlights would be sad. You're making me sad right now.
Deep breaths.
Even skeletons get sad sometimes. We have feelings too.
Touch the thing.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm holding off for now,
Okay.
but it's there for me. Yvonne, trick or treat.
Another trick,
Okay.
but not as sad.
Okay. Good. I mean,
more embarrassing.
the tricks were okay.
It was more embarrassing.
Got it.
Short. This is probably third year of college.
Mm-hmm.
My friends had talked about dressing up for Halloween and going to classes and everything like
Yeah.
that. I dressed as a pirate because
Okay.
I wanted to be, just a pirate.
Safe
It's safe.
relative to ghosts.
Get into the public meeting area is just like the cafe that we all go to, and I was the only one dressed up. It was really embarrassing.
You were that person.
I was that person.
Wow. That's the equivalent of the dream where you walk outside in your underwear or something.
Yes.
Huh. How did you recover? What was the... How do you play it off?
I played it off as like, oh yeah, I just wanted to wear a costume today at school. Like, everybody's all right. It's okay. I'm like dying inside.
Right. Huh. That's really interesting. Have you ever dressed as a pirate since then?
No.
Okay.
Actually, no, I have not.
We are solving many mysteries here tonight. All right. So, Courtney, what do you have this time?
Technically a treat.
Okay.
Oh, it's a tentative treat.
This isn't so much as a personal story, but just a cool thing. In Portland, because I like to give Portland shout outs as much as I can, they have this thing called the Great Pumpkin Regatta. And there's this...
That sounds fake. I'm just being honest.
It's a thing. So every year they have this farm conglomerate. I don't even know what you'd call it, but they grow these pumpkins that are, this
giant
big.
pumpkins.
It's big as this area that we're sitting in. And they hollow them out, and people race across a man-made lake in them. So you have the racers, and they're in costume. They sit in these hollowed out pumpkins with like canoe paddle oars, and they sometimes wear helmets, but they race across the man-made lake, and there's thousands of people that come, and we're all cheering, and there's snacks, and it's a big deal. It's pretty cool.
Huh.
That sounds really fun,
The Great
and I want to
Pumpkin
go.
Regatta.
I want to go to Portland to see that.
We also have an annual. People like to paddleboard down the Willamette River that goes through town, but they have a stand-up witch paddleboard day, so the whole city dresses like witches and paddles down the river.
Wow, Portland.
Fun place.
Sounds awesome.
Have you ever done anything like that before, like yourself? Have you
No,
driven a pumpkin,
I've
so to
gone
speak?
to watch the pumpkin races, but I haven't done it myself yet.
Okay,
Ooh,
you
yes.
should start that here.
Yes.
There we go.
There's
And
a lake. You could. Oh,
word from our sponsor, everybody. This is Brock's candy corn. They're good for kids of all ages, especially if you like candy and sugar and crashing very badly. Thank you to Brock's for sponsoring this episode. And I would eat candy corn, but I really don't like it. So this is the best sponsorship bit ever. No. Yvonne, do you like candy corn?
I can eat like 5 pieces
Okay.
and then I'm done.
Okay.
Same, but I enjoy it.
Yeah. Brock gave us a fake bag. It doesn't even open properly.
It's not enough. It's mocking you for not liking it.
No, I would say that we'd cut this out in post, but we're not. Okay. Yvonne,
Sure.
take us home.
All right.
Mmm.
Yep.
Tastes like wax, but less flavor. Yvonne, do you have a trick or a treat?
I have a treat.
Okay, very good.
Not bringing it down all the way.
Okay.
So I have a 7-year-old daughter.
Yes.
Pretty much ever since she's been 3 or 4,
Mm-hmm.
I've been able to jump back into Halloween.
Right.
Haven't been able to do that for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have anybody to dress up with, really. Nobody else would dress up with me, just like my college experience. However, my daughter loves Halloween, and I love Halloween, and dressing up and making different costumes and working different things out with
Right.
her is just really great. Like, I made this mask.
Yep.
I've made other masks,
Yes.
and I just like making the Halloween decorations and stuff.
Okay.
It's been great.
Very nice. Very nice. I will say, if anybody's asking me for a trick or a treat, what I was known for growing up was being the guy that would go to haunted houses, and this was like me through about 6th grade, and expose the haunted houses as being not real and fake, but in ways that I thought were dramatic and cool, but were actually just really annoying. And then the best haunted house experience that I ever had, I'm not able to tell you.
Oh.
Why?
It's just not appropriate for this podcast.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I had
Yep.
to cut my list down too.
I had to cut so much more, Courtney.
So many stories.
Okay.
already.
Wait for the outtake reel, everybody, but it's going to be great. And this is what we had. So these were the top 6 tricks or treats for Halloween. Courtney, Yvonne, thank you so much. I would say the real winners are all of you, but really it's Yvonne and Courtney. Ta-ta, turtle doves.
My drive over here tonight, that because I'm a mime and mimes don't talk, you know, for a video podcast, I should have dressed up as a mime on his day off and worn like a Hawaiian shirt and, you know, just like sunglasses or something, and then I would have been able to talk. It would have been really cool. You're gonna have to sterilize that now. Good chat.
I love that.
Wow. That was definitely a top 5 episode of 5 Golden Things, the Liberty Lists. And remember, kids, Schadenfreude ain't just a river in Egypt. Wade in the water a little deeper anytime at libertycollingswood.org and find us at the usual socials. Make us a top 5 follow, and you'll always be our number 1. Toodle pip!